Okay, I just want to bring you guys in real quick because I was actually heading down. I actually just woke up. I was working on this, and um, I was heading down. I was going to set up a little breeding spot for Diglett, and there was a green uncommon rarity bronzor, like level 105, and it just dropped an experience share. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it's a slightly uncommon. I mean, I'm not worried about getting an experience share, but that actually kind of comes in handy. I actually got a Firium Z from a Venusaur. Of all Pokemon to drop it. Which, of course, is the Fire Z move one, but I just heard a Doug Trio. But yeah, I'm headed down here because I'm going to set up basically down here at Bedrock because I've got this little spot right here, and I'm going to set up the ranch block, I guess, down here because they benefit quite a bit from having Bedrock nearby. And so I'm hoping... There we go. There's a Diglett. It doesn't get along well with anyone here. Okay. I think it just means the space is too tight. Like, the other Pokemon hasn't even spawned up because there's just no space here. Okay, it likes Diglett a tiny bit more every day, but... Unless I build out of space, which I'm not ready to build out of space for them, I'm just kind of looking for, like, really quick, easy methods. Even if it takes, like, an hour for them to breed, that's okay. Because I'm just kind of letting it run in the background. But I will say I did get, I know of at least one Tallow and one Ghastly that I got that I'm happy with. And I've been breeding Houndours and now Digletts. So, okay, now it's more attracted to Diglett every day. So we're getting somewhere. If I dig this little area out, we'll get pretty decent speeds, actually, I think. Because Bedrock is 4 points, so that's actually a sizable amount. Yeah, there we go. Diglett falls madly in love with Diglett every single day. I'm noticing it seems like only the exposed blocks count. So if you cover up a block, it doesn't do anything. Which is interesting. But yeah, so these should be breeding pretty quick. So we can breed out lots of Diglett. Alright, it was a dark and stormy night when I came across a Banette. I'm actually out hunting Glameows right now. Is what I'm doing out here. And I actually have to go make more quick balls because I'm on my last one right now. But I've been catching lots and lots of Glameows. But I found a Mega Banette. I love it. Banette's actually like one of my favorite Pokemon as well because it's just such a creeper, right? With that zipper mouth and everything, it's just such a creeper. I probably shouldn't have started out with Drapion, but let's go ahead and knock this thing out. Yeah. Alright, we'll just go ahead and burn this thing down real quick. There we go. Yeah, we got Banatite, Steelium Z, and a rare candy, and then some junk. Awesome. Awesome stuff. I've actually got quite a few Z crystals today. Or today and yesterday, I guess. In the last 24 hours, I should say. Hey, there's my last Glameow. Glameow spawn in plains at night. They're super common. Super, super common. So, like 2 nights and I've got like 12 of them, you know. Just quick ball hunting. Quick balls are pretty much like my go-to because they seem to work almost 100% of the time in in Pixelmon for whatever reason. I guess because I feel like it factors in the level of your Pokemon and the level of their Pokemon or the opposing Pokemon and boosts it. Because with like Drapion, it's like 100% catch rate like every time. So I don't know. But it's definitely the way to go, I think. And what's cool, actually, let me take you back over here to these plains real quick. You can actually see, it's kind of cool when you're out here. And I've noticed this because I've been out here hunting, you know. And out here in the plains, you can see the tower off there in the distance, like rising up over the forest. Which is pretty awesome, I have to say. And I do think we will probably end up doing some building out here, but we'll see. We'll just see how much it expands and everything. But there's going to be some more trees planted here, but yeah, we'll get to that. But anyways, yeah, I'm just catching Glameows right now. I'm not breeding them at the moment. I'm just mass catching them because I've got my Digletts breeding and I've got my Houndours breeding. at the moment. And of course these are all the parent sets. Tallow was paired with this Swellow, but the Glameows that I've been catching, they weren't supposed to be on this page. They were over here, but I had the wrong tab pulled up. And then I'm kind of sorting these, so the females go right there, the males go here. I'm not for sure, that was box 7. I'm not for sure if we have any really good ones yet. I haven't looked at them. Ideally one with 30 or 31 speed. Yeah, there we go. And that's a female. Also rocking pretty decent special attack, but I think it's going to be a physical attacker, so that doesn't really benefit us too much. There's a 27 speed, a 28. There's a 30 attack on a female. Oh, there's a 31 attack on a female. 30 defense, 29 attack. That's on a male right there. I could either take the time to breed over the 31 attack or just take the 29 on the male that's already there, which might be what I do. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to give it some thought. I'm probably going to catch some more Glameows though, but that's what I've got so far. Okay, I think I may have just hatched the Houndour that I'm going to keep. I'm not crazy about the nature. The nature is serious, which isn't, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not going to give me anything. You know, it just pretty much comes out neutral, no gain, no loss on anything. I wouldn't mind that being better, but it actually has the ability that I want, which is early bird. Just in case we do run into any sleep, you know, Houndour can handle it pretty well, because it's going to make him wake up a lot faster. But the IVs are pretty good. HP of 18, attack of 3, which we don't need attack. The lower the attack, the better, right? 28 on defense, 31 on special attack, 19 on special defense, 31 on speed. Not a bad Houndour. It has 31 in both the stats that I really want on a Houndour, plus really good defense, not bad special defense, and enough HP to give it that, like, that default +1, right? And I don't even know that I'm going to be doing EVs for Houndour, so the HP and the defense don't really necessarily have to be higher. I think most of the EVs will probably go into... Well, I know most of the EVs are going to be going into speed and special attack on it, but what's left, I don't know. I'll play around with it and see. But yeah, I'm actually kind of leaning towards that Houndour. So, I mean, I'm not going to say for sure just yet. That might be the last one I hatch. I don't know. But it's not a bad one. Like I said, we're not really min-maxing for maxes on everything, but that's pretty reasonable stats, I think. That cover all the bases. Because the thing is, like, when it comes to a little cup, higher than, like, around the 20, I mean, it varies from Pokemon to Pokemon based on their, you know, base stats for a given stat type. But as long as you have around 20, you're not really going to lose out. Like, going from 1 to level 5 isn't going to give any extra HP. Having, you know, 31 compared to, say, a 24, you're not really going to gain any stats. So unless you're pumping in EVs, you know, it's not any gain. At best, it's going to be a 1-point gain, but that's assuming that... I mean, I've got to check on the team builder and see kind of where the cutoff point is for the HP, and, well, I need to maybe put a few EVs in there to make up for that 1 point of HP, but we'll get into that a little bit later on, so... but yeah, honestly, I think that's probably going to be the Houndour that I keep. This one here, because it's already got the ability that I want. I won't have to worry about an ability capsule on it, and I can free up the breeding slot and go ahead and start breeding Glameows. So, and I've got to go through and check my Ghastlies and my Tallows, but I think I've probably got one that I want to keep, and I'm breeding Diglets at the moment. So, okay, I popped into the end, and I'm actually going to be capturing, well, I've got to sneak up on them. I'm actually going to be capturing some Abras, because I think that's going to be the 6th Pokemon that we're going to use. So we're going to have Houndour, we're going to have Diglett, we're going to have Houndour, we're going to have Tallow, we're going to have Ghastly, Diglett, Glameow, and Abra. So originally I had 4 out of the 6 for original 151 Pokemon. Now it's 3 of the 6. So since I replaced what I was going to use Meowth, I replaced with Glameow, which kind of serves a similar purpose. It's not quite as effective as Meowth would have been, but that's okay because it can do what I want it to do, almost as effectively. It doesn't have the technician ability that I really wanted from Meowth, but that's okay. I still think it's going to be an effective team member, so that'll be all right. It'll be okay. But yeah, so I'm going to capture some Abras, and I guess, honestly, I think Abra should be a special attack EV Pokemon. So what we're probably going to do whenever it comes to, now that we got that experience share, actually, that makes it a whole lot easier, because Abras normally run away, of course, like teleport just first shot, but I can equip an experience share to the Pokemon I'm trying to get the EVs on. Of course, I can't have the power item then, but I don't know. I don't know which would be the best route. I'll have to play around with it, because I'm still not sure if chaining works on here, because it seems like I get EVs in a strange fashion, you know, or it doesn't actually line up to how it should be, but I don't know. I'll play around with it, because we're not going to be able to use a power item, but at the same time with Little Cup Pokemon, you're not generally maxing EVs like you are with, you know, max tier Pokemon. You're just trying to make the best with what you can and get as many points out of it as you can. So I'm not for sure. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge here soon enough, because I'm capturing these. This will be the last one, and then I think I've got breeds for all except for Glameow, Diglett, and then Abra. So we'll just have to breed them. Then we'll have to get we'll have to get the attacks on them that we want and everything, and then we should be golden after that. So, but I'll be back here in just a bit. Okay, I have been breeding, it's been about, I don't know, 2 days, maybe 3 days, something like that. All my days kind of run together. I've still got Glameows breeding, but I think I've actually gotten one, it was a second one that I hatched, and I think I'm happy with it. You can actually see it just hatch, you know. And I think I'm pretty happy with it. And I've actually got six Pokemon here that I think I'm happy with. And actually the Abra, I never had to breed Abras. Oops. Did I pick it up? No, I didn't pick it up. Okay. But you can see I caught a few Abras. Most of these are level 16s. And then there's a level 7. There's a level 5. Level 16 Kadabra. But this level 5 in particular, some of them are actually pretty good. Or some of the other ones. But this one happened to be level 5. And happened to be a pretty good Abra that I'm happy with. So let's go ahead. I've actually already did the Poke C for the box. The Houndour that we've got, the 18, 3, 28, 31, 19, 31, I think I'm going to stick with that one. Of course, that one was bred with held items for special attack and speed. And it came out pretty good. I think defense was the trait that passed. The other IV that it passed, and then the HP attack special defense actually came out pretty good for what I want. The attack actually, my Houndour that I'm going to build actually does have one physical attack, but it's not enough. I mean, having a low IV stat on that's not enough to actually, I don't think, matter too much. If it does, I can change it. It's not that big of that important of an attack. I actually just have it for priority, but I may switch it off. I don't know. We'll get into that later. The Abra that I got, this is the one that's level 5. Oh, and the Houndour has Serious Nature. Which the Serious Nature is one of the ones that comes out to be just even. There's no gain, no loss. It's not a great nature to have, but it's not a big deal. At the end of the day, with the Little Cup, I mean, you're looking at the difference of 1 stat point. I can live without it. It's more important, I think, for the Little Cup, they just have those beautiful IVs down the board instead of running into, you know, maybe sacrificing a lot of stuff for something. Kind of just the whole picture kind of a thing. The Abra that we got, this is the one that is the level 5. It actually came out with a Jolly Nature, which, in a way, it's not really what I was after, but I'll take it. Jolly Nature would have been great for something like Diglett. But what it does is it lowers special attack and increases speed. So you're talking about losing 1 special attack point and gaining 1 in speed. That's actually not too bad, because speed is, at the end of the day, speed is the most important stat for our Pokemon that we're building. So I wasn't too bummed about that. I would like a better nature, but that's okay. And then the IVs for this one, 17 in HP, 4 in attack, which we want low attack, 11 in defense. It's a little bit low, but the 27, 28, 31 makes up for it. And that's pretty good on the back half. The HP is not terrible. The defense isn't awful. Could be better, but I actually think I'm fairly happy with that. The Ghastly, we ended up with a bold nature. Bold is plus defense minus attack, so it's not bad. It'll boost his defensibility a little bit, I guess. And then IVs, we've got 23, 3, 16, 28, 30, 31, which is pretty nice. And then the Tallow came out with a Jolly Nature, which is awesome. That works out perfect because it boosts speed, lowers its special attack. It's not a special attacker. That was actually a pretty awesome one. And you can see it's got 20, 28, 14, a little bit low on the defense, but we can make up for that. 3, 26, 29. So not bad. As long as that attack and that speed's pretty high, I'm pretty happy. And then Diglett, we've got a Naive nature on this one. Naive is plus speed minus special defense. So not terrible. I kind of hate losing that special defense, but it is what it is. And we've got 15, 28, 27, 17, 26, and 30. That one, overall, as far as just total points, it's got a lot of points there. Of course, special attack, we don't need that. But still, it's kind of a nice spread there on that Diglett. And then on the Glameow, this one came out with a Naughty nature. Naughty is plus attack minus special defense. So we're going to lose a little bit of special defense there. Not great, but I have a workaround for that because I think we're going to make it an Assault Vest Glameow. So it's got a 1.5 times on its on its special defense. But it can only choose attacking moves. That's the downside to Assault Vest. But we're only going to be running attacking moves on our Glameow, like damaging moves. And it's got 16, 30, 23, 28, 20, and 28. I wish that 28 in special attack was replaced with like the HP or defense. That would be like perfect, especially the HP. I'd rather switch it with the HP. But once again, end of the day, it's not a huge issue because what we've got here, I think is going to be very, very good at what I want it to do. So, yeah, so that's the Pokemon I think I'm going to go with. I think I'm pretty happy with that. And the Abra was awesome because I don't even have to bother leveling it. Of course, it's like one battle pretty much to get it to level 5. But still, it came out as level 5, caught. And so I was like, okay, well, that works. So, and actually, I've got to double check, but I think most of their abilities actually lined up nicely. Most of these Pokemon's abilities, like Ghastly, all he can get is Levitate. And a lot of their abilities, actually, I don't care one way or the other about. Because they're just not, they're nothing like game-changing or strategic-changing. Glameow's got some pretty good ones, but all just kind of related to status effects. So, once again, I'm kind of just, whatever's good. Tallow, I think, was most important because we got Guts on it. And actually, Houndour, the ability that I wanted it to get, actually is the one that it came out with, which is Early Bird. It awakens from sleep quicker. So I think that's going to be the 6 that we use. I think I'm fairly happy with those. And these actually here, I will show you these. These are kind of runner-ups. Like there was a Ghastly here with 17, 16, 18, 24, 30, and 31 with a Calm nature. And Calm nature is plus special defense minus attack. So I could have went with defense or special defense there. But the IVs were just slightly more favorable on the Ghastly that we took because it's got the 23 in HP. It's got lower attack. It does have 2 points lower in defense, which and it's got 4 points higher in special attack. So this was just kind of the runner-up. And then the Digletts, I got a 27, 28, 21, 9, 5, 30. Not bad, but the one that we picked is a bit better. And then we also have one here with a 4, 28, 21, 17, 25, 30. Also not terrible. HP is a bit low. The thing about Diglett is that by default it has extremely low HP, so I really don't want to sacrifice on the IVs on that as much, as little as I can. I mean, it's going to have low HP whatever I do, so kind of had to build workarounds for that to some degree. But I think I'm pretty happy with that. I think the team's going to do what I want it to do, and I think it's going to be pretty effective once they have their items and their abilities or their moves and everything. So, but with that, I'm kind of done with the breeding phase. I am going to let these Glameows finish because they are fairly close to finishing. They should be a yellow or a blue heart. So I think yellow's the next stage. Which actually, since we're doing a little bit of breeding, I'll quickly show you this because it's one of those items I'm not that worried about. But really quick, let me grab this right here. This is an EC Silver Hourglass. We got one a bit back. I think from a chest or boss or something. I don't remember. But what we can do is we can just take this over here and just... They're blue hearts right now. We can... I think we right-click the Pokemon. Yeah. And increase the breeding level. So the next hearts that come up should be... Well, they're still blue, but... There we go. Now they're yellow hearts. This one's a yellow heart. That one's a blue heart. I think do I have to use the silver hourglass on both of them? Maybe. Oh well. Anyways, I'm just kind of showing you that. And there's a gold one that will, I want to say it like finishes a breeding cycle with the gold one if I recall. But they're actually not that important. I don't mind things that take a little bit of time. I did other things while I was doing it. Plus I was catching lots of Pokemon while I was breeding, so Glameow is just kind of the one that's coming in last on the breeding cycle. So but anyways, I think I'm going to end out this episode here. Next episode, now that we've got the breeding stuff done, next episode we'll come back. I'll bring you into the team builder so we can take a look at that together and talk about... I am going to go through and plug in all the IV stats that we've got so we can do everything accurately, and we'll talk about some of the team plans, and then we'll start actually working on getting the moves and things like that. I know some of the moves that I'm going to want are like move tutors and move reminders, so that is something we're going to have to search out, which we'll do that maybe next episode. So, but we'll come back and we'll work on the EVs and kind of, we've got the Pokemon we want, now we just have to get them where we want them to be. So but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay updated with when new videos come out, and I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys then.